When someone passes, where do they go? Gone forever, or can they show? What if you could find someone between to bridge the gap of those?
I'm Michele Livingston, and I've been a spiritual medium for the last 30 years, appearing on Fox News, New York.
Hello, everybody. I'm Greg Jarrett. Welcome back to Breaking News. To be a really interesting guest for the hour, Michele Livingston is a visionary counselor.
On stage with medium James Von Prague.
Did anybody smoke, Richard?
Yes.
I smell tremendous smoke even up here. Was that your father that smoked?
My father and my mom.
On ABC News.
Air, oxygen everywhere, you can't see it, but it's here. Same thing with the spirit realms. So even though it's in a beautiful invisible realm, I have the capacity to tap into it and actually see them. He says, thanks for the balloons. I have no idea what that means. God. Do you have your mother's ashes with you?
My brother and I had necklaces made with her ashes in them, and I just took it off the chain tonight and put it in my pocket because I was curious if it would come up, and it did.
From the east in Harrisburg, PA, to the west in Hollywood, CA, I'm the People's Medium.
And it's Michele.
Hello, Tony. How are you? I've missed you.
I've missed you too, and I'm glad you're back.
It's good to be back. I want to say, first of all, whoever's watching or listening, to say happy birthday to Tony. Tony's out in Burbank, California, and he will be celebrating a milestone birthday on December 7th. Now, we don't have to say what milestone it is, Tony.
It's okay. It's 30. I'm just kidding. The big 50.
Well, happy birthday, sweetheart.
Thank you, my dear. I appreciate it.
And also, can I say where you're off to?
Yeah, please.
Can I tell everybody? It is amazing. Tony is doing the show with me right now. It's about 4 o'clock in California, 7 o'clock here in the East. He is leaving tonight to fly to Brazil. Wow. Mm-hmm. And to visit the Amazon rainforest.
I'm excited.
It's so exciting. And he told me that he can't wait to swim with the pink dolphins. Look at that. If you're watching, I hope you are. They're pink, bright pink.
Isn't that crazy?
Isn't that crazy? That's Tony there, putting his hand up in the dolphin's mouth right now. But that will be him. And what a fun time you're going to have. You might end up seeing some macaws. They are like, the big parrots. Yeah. Monkeys, I think, are in the Amazon, and even a jaguar. So I hope you stay safe, Tony.
Yeah, I don't want to see an anaconda. I don't need to see
anaconda. Forget anaconda. I wouldn't mind seeing a jaguar from a distance. Right. I'll tell you, but I don't know. But have a great time,
thank you
Tony.
So much. I'm excited, and thank you for.
And happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. You'll know one day when you get to be my age.
Oh, please. I'm way past that age, baby. We're talking almost 2 decades past your milestone, but anyhow.
We won't tell anybody that.
Don't tell anybody. Well, first of all, we're going to talk about archangels. I did a show on angels last spring with Tony, and everybody liked it. It was more geared to the gemstones that vibrate with certain angels and the names of archangels, but also we really didn't get in depth with what each archangel represents. So I took a picture. I was out in October, and it was one of those beautiful, magical days in Pennsylvania. The leaves were falling. They were orange and red. There was smoke in the air. My husband and I drove to the Susquehanna River. We were walking along the river, and something just said, take your cell phone and just take some pictures quick. So put that up, would you please, Tony? Okay, so if everyone, Michele Livingston, the People's Medium. And when I looked at the pictures, I was dumbfounded. The sun has a cross over it, which you can see. And if you look on the lower right side, there is a yellow orb. So the yellow orb was starting to come up over the mountain, and it went in front of the mountain. Now, I didn't see this when I was taking pictures, but there it is. And then it went right to the ray of the sun, the bottom, and into the water and disappeared in the water. So I knew that orbs represent archangels. And if any of you have taken pictures of weddings and you see a white orb above the couple, or if you see a pink orb or a pale blue or a green, a light green, that is literally angelic energy. Smoke or mist is more human souls, but orbs represent archangels. My archangel is a female vibration. So let me just explain this if you don't know it already. Angels are androgynous. They are sexless, but they can take on a slightly more male or female essence or vibration. There are several female archangels that we're going to acknowledge right now, but the one behind me, if you're watching, is my archangel Jophiel. It's Jophiel. And it vibrates with the feminine. So she is a female vibration. This was taken in southern France a couple years ago. I was thinking, what background could I use for tonight? I looked at clouds, but this picture jumped out at me because she vibrates with the color of yellow and golden yellow. She is the archangel of artist, inspiration, creative ideas, projects. And here, if you're viewing, she wears a golden crest or crown, which is the golden yellow, and she has a beautiful golden pitcher, and she's pouring out inspiration into this beautiful golden chalice bowl. So I had to have her watching over me tonight. And if you're listening, fine, but remember to watch sometime. We always have interesting backgrounds, that's for sure. And I also want to thank James Von Prague before I go on. This Swarovski crystal bracelet is a gift from James. We're friends. And it's in honor of the Blessed Mother, Mary. The lady blesses these crystal bracelets, and Mary is known as the Queen of the Angels. So James, thank you for sending this to me. I'm wearing it tonight, and it's in honor of the Queen of the Angels, Blessed Mother. So thank you, James. I just showed you the different pictures I took. Well, I was amazed. So I'm going to use one of them for the cover of my new book. The new book will be out in a month or two, and I will be telling you about that in January. My next podcast show is Wednesday, January 29th at 7 o'clock for New Year's. And it's going to be a pretty exciting show. I really want to start going deeper with my subjects. We did a podcast on suicide last month. Had a lovely mother on who lost her daughter to assisted website suicide. And some of the going deeper subjects will be bullying, drug overdoses, even transgender. And this is all from a spiritual perspective. You know, what happens from a higher perspective when all these things occur: disabilities, autism, comas, dementia, Alzheimer. But for tonight, I want to keep it a little fluffy, no pun intended, with the wings, with the archangels. I know many of you are interested in assistance and help. You wrote to me and said, I really need a new job. Please help me. I have headaches. I have nightmares. I need peace in my heart. I need love in my life. There are so many things that I want to reach out to try to have. And I need to say this first and foremost, that, you know, God, the creator, is who we go to in prayer. I am a Christian, but archangels were created to assist humankind on our journey. Angels are a lower rank. So everyone watching or listening has a guardian angel that is assigned to you at birth when you take your first breath, which we call the breath of life. And again, I'll reiterate that angels are sexless. We call them androgynous. But the archangels, to be a little more personalized, depending on what their attributes are, will be slightly more feminine or masculine vibration. The first one that I want to mention, and remember these are light beings and their energy, is Michael. Now, angels don't need wings, first of all. Before I go to Archangel Michael, he's one of my favorites. The Renaissance painters painted wings on angels to help them to fly. Well, angels don't need to fly. They can materialize, they can dematerialize. When I see them as large columns of light. They pulsate the most gorgeous gem-like colors, whether it's emerald green or amethyst purple or fuchsia pink. It's amazing, or pearlescent white, but they vibrate color. Color is very important in this world. It's the world of color. And I have to say that each archangel not only vibrates with a color, but the specific name of that archangel means something to us. So what I'm going to be planning on doing tonight, and I usually, if you've been watching my podcast, I have over 150 on my YouTube channel. So go in there, anything you can think of, we've covered over the last 3 or 4 year period on this show. And just pull them up. It's Michele Livingston, the People's Medium YouTube. And they're also on my website. You can pull them up. And a lot of people enjoy listening to the podcast on iHeart. And I have a couple new listeners from Spotify. Tony.
See?
I have no idea what Spotify is.
Spotify used to be just music. Now they've added podcasts and became huge.
Oh, okay. So a few of them are watching tonight. Hello. So whether you're listening or watching this show, the topic is our fabulous archangels. First one is Archangel Michael. Now, Michael is a heavyweight in the archangel kingdom. He's a very high-ranking stature. He is not so much king of the angels, but he's the Lord of the way. In other words, he shows us where to go. He helps us defend ourselves. He helps to protect us. He's our warrior, and we can call upon him for many different things. So his name means who is like God or coming from God. Any name with EL, the suffix EL, and all archangels have that, by the way, means like unto God. Now, I lucked up with the name Michele. If you have an EL in your name, it's okay. It just puts it to a slightly higher vibration, which is good. So you're probably working with angels. I had a Danielle write to me this afternoon. I'm working with archangels. Well, Danielle, you have an EL in your name. So bless you, sweetheart. But that means coming from God. He is our great defender. If you have a court case, a trial, if you have to go to court, you call upon Archangel Michael. He'll help you to know what to say. He'll help you win the cause, so to speak. He is the only archangel of all of them. Now, we're going to cover 7, but let me tell you something. There are many, many archangels. These are the ones that have specific color rays that they vibrate with. And he is known in 3 major books. He's the only archangel. The first one, of course, as we know, is the Bible. But the Torah, he's also mentioned in, which is from Israel. It's a Hebrew Bible. And then the Quran, which is from Muhammad. Archangel Michael's also mentioned in that, doing special deeds and defending soldiers in war on the battlefield. It's fascinating. He can instill faith. You know, this is a really hard thing to think about, because even I myself sometimes think, gee, I have to have more faith. What's going to happen? You know, some of us have fear in our hearts. We're not sure of the future, what may occur. And this is where faith steps in. So faith's to know that you're being protected. That's the first thing. And that you need to walk forward and know things will fall into place. So faith and hope are kind of synonymous there. Archangel Michael can help you develop spiritual gifts, whether it's healing or whether it's communicating with people, whatever your special gift is, and we all have a gift. Many times people write to me and say, what's my soul purpose? So before we are born, before we incarnate, we choose a soul lesson, and some of them are really difficult. And I've said this on other shows. If you're here to learn patience, it's going to be tried and tested over and over. If you're here to learn tolerance, you're going to have crazy neighbors, a dysfunctional family, because how are you going to be aware of something if it's not in your face a lot of the time? So it's not about perfection, it's about awareness. Awareness is the key. Michael brings us courage, and he brings us strength, and of course, as I said, protection. He's known as the Archangel of policemen and soldiers. And many times policemen will wear medals of Archangel Michael to protect them on a call or wherever they're going. And soldiers on the battlefield will call upon Archangel Michael for protection. His color ray is a beautiful, bright royal blue. Now, the sky behind me is I call it an azure blue. But if you think of bright royal blue, that's the color of Archangel Michael. And I'm going to give you a prayer towards the end of this to invoke the archangel that you need to assist you, because each one is different. The next one I want to talk about is Jophiel, which is my angel, and she is female vibration. She is the angel of beauty. Her name basically means the beauty of God. She represents wisdom, divine wisdom. She brings inspiration for new ideas and for new projects, whether you're working on landscaping, let's say, or you're a fashion designer, whether you're an artist, an author, a musician, and you need ideas for a composition, please call on Jophiel. She's the statue shown behind me, which is absolutely beautiful. She brings in creativity into our lives, and she also brings joy. She is the proverbial archangel of joy and transformation. So you can transform one part of yourself in the darkness to the light through the assistance of Jophiel. She loves nature, and that's why the yellow orb was shown to me in that photograph, because she was saying to me, come on, Michele, you need a book cover. I was going to paint one or design one, and all of a sudden there's my book cover and she's in it. So it's a beautiful way to live your life. It's not all about fantasy. It's about belief. It's about faith. It's about knowing that, there is a higher power that loves you, that watches over you, and that is with you day by day. It's very difficult, out of sight, out of mind. But I use the analogy of the air. You can't see the air, but you wouldn't last on Earth long without oxygen. And the same thing with many other things. So belief is very important with the archangel dimension. Jophiel helps you to stop and smell the roses, so to speak. If you are enjoying a sunset, if you're walking along the ocean and just imbibing the beautiful shades and feeling the warm sand under your feet, she's with you saying, enjoy. Bring joy to yourself. Enjoy God's creation. Enjoy God's miracles. So she is the archangel of beauty. I love her. And she has the second color ray, and that is golden yellow. Now, many times you can bring in their energy by thinking of their color, and that's why I wanted to mention their colors tonight. Third archangel is Chamuel, male essence. His name means he who sees God or he who seeks God. Now, anybody out there wanting some love, wanting some unconditional love, wanting to find a soul mate, wanting to have better relationships with people across the board, whether it's at work, whether it's neighbors, whether it's your dysfunctional family, bless them. There are people that we need to get along with. And you call upon Chamuel. Chamuel is the archangel that will bring compassion into your heart and that will help you to really try, at least, to get along with those that you don't get along with right now. He's a gentle archangel, brings a lot of peace to you, and gives you the ability to learn to love. And the other important thing is self-love. We're taught all the time, we got to love everybody unconditionally. Well, it's really difficult in today's world. But the most difficult thing, I think, is bringing love back to yourself. A lot of people put themselves on the back burner to serve and to give. You know, there's nothing wrong with it, but loving self is important. It really is. And Chamuel will help you do that. So what you need to do is get up in the morning and, count your blessings. Nobody's perfect, but think of the good things that you have and think of your good qualities. Everyone walking the face of this earth has at least one good quality. And if they really look for it, they'll find it. Chamuel, male energy, vibrates with the third color ray. And guess what that is? It's the color of love. It is not a chakra color, but it's the color of pure unconditional love. And it's a bright pink, fuchsia. I wonder if pink dolphins, Tony, are under Chamuel's protection.
That might be. That's a good question.
Hey, could be. How about it?
I'll ask him on Saturday.
If you get out with a dolphin, you can ask Archangel Chamuel if he's overseeing everything. I think it's great. I can't wait. I know you're going to tell me stories from the Amazon. That's going to be great. Yeah. What a way to celebrate a milestone, honey. Milestone birthday. You getting a drink of water?
Better than a cake and a dinner.
How about it? Or balloons, what the heck. So the fourth archangel is one that most of us have heard of. It is female vibration, so she is Gabriel. And Gabriel is the divine messenger of truth. Her name means God is my strength or God is my truth. So she vibrates again with all that is feminine, all that is nurturing, all that is loving. And we know that she announced, now it's Christmas holiday, so this is why I'm getting into this. She announced the birth of Jesus to Mother Mary. And Gabriel is the only archangel that is listed 3 times in our Bible, which I think is very interesting. She was able to interpret dreams. I don't know if you know that, but Gabriel, as the divine communicator, went to Daniel. Daniel in the Bible had lots of dreams that needed interpreted. Kings wanted him to dream for them, but Gabriel interpreted them. So again, she communicates. She's a divine messenger. She brings truth into your life. Sometimes our lives get clouded and we get confused mentally and we're looking for what our truth is. Well, follow your path because your truth is in your heart and that's what you need to unlock. So Gabriel has the key to unlock your heart, to let you know, to speak your own truth as a divine communicator. And also communication doesn't just mean verbal. It can mean the written word. So a lot of authors, again, call upon Gabriel or public speakers. I'll never forget my first time in front of 100 people. There are 2 great fears in this world, death and public speaking. Believe it or not, those are the 2 greatest fears. If you can overcome the public speaking one, you're on your way. But I called upon Gabriel at that time. That was, oh my goodness, 30 years ago. I was starting to do this work, over 30 years ago. And she stepped in and everything seemed a little bit effortless for me. So I owe it to Archangel Gabriel. Beautiful, beautiful name. And remember, any name with EL means like unto God. So she also announced the birth of John the Baptist, which is fascinating. And if you go through, and I'm an ordained minister, and we're not going to get into religion. Everyone has a different viewpoint, but I couldn't believe how many times that she is honored and mentioned, in our Christian Bible, which is amazing. She brings order into your life. So a lot of us throw things around. If you have a lot of things in your home, there's a lot of clutter, energy gets trapped. So Gabriel, who brings you the truth to get rid of stuff, to throw things out, to give them away, you'll open up the energy so it can move better in the home. So she's the divine organizer. I'm going to call upon her soon because there's a lot going on in my house right now. A lot of rooms need cleared out. She also brings hope. Hope's another one that you can't see. It's intangible. It's a belief. But at times, sometimes we have to lean on the unseen. And she's beautiful. She's the fourth ray. The fourth ray is bright, white light. If you've heard about the near-death experience, when people go to the light, they're almost blinded. It's brighter than the sun. And people think that white's a color. So I'm an artist, but white is the reflection of all color. If you take a rainbow with all those beautiful rays and mix them all together, you'd get pure white light. And that's the light of the divine Gabriel. The fifth archangel that I want to mention is a male essence. And healers use this archangel. Many times Reiki masters, people that do laying on of hands, and he's even seen in hospitals many times. And it's Archangel Raphael. It's Raphael. He is, again, the masculine vibration, and his name means God has healed or God heals. He is not mentioned in our Bible, but he's mentioned in the Hebrew Bible, and it's called the Tobit, Tobit. And I find this fascinating. I like to do research because a lot of you have worked with angels and archangels, maybe don't even know some of these things. Tobit is in the Hebrew Bible, and it was found with the Dead Sea Scrolls. Tony, have you heard about the Dead Sea Scrolls? Are you still with me?
Oh, yeah, no, I've heard about them for many years.
I'm doing a lot of talking tonight.
That's good.
But Tobit was a wonderful person, and his best friend's daughter's name was Sarah. And she had a lot of negativity around her. And Raphael appeared to her and healed her from her darkness, from her depression, and from her negativity. So again, Raphael's a divine healer of all ailments, whether it's physical, whether it's mental. It could even be confusion or depression. It could be emotional, and it could even be spiritual. Some people need spiritual healing. They need to calm themselves down, and it's a crazy world, and we're in overload with all this technology. But there's an old saying, peace be still, and this is what Raphael helps you do. Raphael comes in, brings us peace and calm and healing. Hospital walls, they have done studies, paint their walls like green because green is a healing, calming color. And interns in hospitals, if you notice, many times will wear green scrubs. So Raphael also oversees nature, of course, and the heart and the emotions. So guess what Raphael's color ray is? Bright emerald green. So if you want to bring his energy around you, we're going to talk about how you can invoke these angels. And then later, there's a call-in number on the screen. If you are just listening to me and not watching me, it's 323-649-8268. And call in and tell me what's going on with your life, and I'll tell you what archangel to call upon to assist you. They all have different qualities. So the sixth archangel is Uriel, Uriel, male energy. And he's an interesting archangel. His name means the flame of God or the fire of God or the light of God. So this archangel is able to burn out addictions, to burn out negativity, to clear out old patterns of thinking that aren't for your highest good. So this one's a heavyweight, Uriel. Again, he's very good with the addictions, things that hold us down, that pull us down, our own fears, our own obsessive compulsive ways of thinking, negativity. So after Uriel can clear all these things out, then he has the opportunity to bring you unity in your life with yourself and with others, to bring you peace, to bring you brotherhood. Great archangel. And also to help you with your own intuition. Intuition means inner knowing. And many of us doubt it. You've heard of women's intuition. It's nothing more than feelings that we get. Remember that feelings will not lead you astray. If you get a vibe about somebody that's not quite right, then you better maybe steer clear of them. If you have a good vibe about somebody and you want to be drawn into their space, go by your feelings. And this is what Uriel, Uriel, helps you do. He also represents illumination again and the light of wisdom. I want to say something interesting too, and he's the only one that I'm going to give the female counterpart of. As I said, angels are energy, androgynous. To accommodate us, they will be slightly more male or female because that's what we're used to on the earth plane. But each archangel has a counterpart. If it's a male archangel, it will have a female counterpart. Uriel's counterpart is Ariel, and her name is spelled Ariel. I just wanted to bring her up because she's a female archangel of the earth plane, oversees the earth, Mother Earth, brings peace and also protection to our earth planet. And I could go on all night about it, but I wanted you to know that each one of them has a counterpart. And his is Ariel. In fact, my webmaster that does my beautiful soul portraits that I do for my readings, his daughter's name's Ariel. Uriel is the 6th color ray, and it goes from like an amber, if you've ever seen golden amber, to red, because it represents the flame of God. Many times in pictures, you might see like a bright pink, almost red, or a golden colored ray or orb, and that would be Uriel, because he reflects the light. And we're on the home stretch, people, so please be patient with me. 7th archangel is Zadkiel, Zadkiel, male essence. His name means the righteousness of God or the grace of God. What Zadkiel's mission is a big one, because he helps you to forgive. And if you've been abused, and most of us have, whether it's physically, emotionally, mentally, I don't know, it's very difficult to forgive our perpetrators in life. But forgiveness is synonymous with freedom. And when you forgive, you set the prisoner free, but the prisoner is not the other person. The prisoner happens to be you, and you set the prisoner free. So that's you. That's you. When you hold on to unforgiveness, it pulls you down. So illness can come. And remember, disease starts out there. It's dis-ease. And as we are angry or as we have fear or whatever's happened, and this element of unforgiveness, disease comes closer and closer to the human physical body and can lodge in the body. So bless Zadkiel. Those that have hurt you. He also helps with prejudice. Wow. And intolerance. And I know I myself have to learn to be a little more tolerant. I think a lot of us do. He brings mercy, thank heavens, into our lives, along with forgiveness, mercy. And he's also the archangel of transmutation. And you might say, well, what in the world is transmutation? It means the ability for you to change, believe it or not. For you to take the state that you're in, whether it's a negative state, whatever, and to transmute into something better, brighter, and more positive. And that's what Zadkiel can do for you. His 7th color ray, which he vibrates with, I love this one, is violet. And it's not as dark as amethyst, which is another archangel. Zadkiel's ray is a bluish purple. So I want you to think of wild violets in your garden. They're sort of a bluish purple. That's the color ray that Zadkiel vibrates with. So I guess, Sir Tony, we're going to go on to break, right? Just like a minute, so stay with me. When we come back, we're going to open up phone lines. Please call me and tell me what you would like to be assisted with. Do you need protection? Do you need love? Do you need to forgive? What do you need? And then I'll walk you through which archangel you need to call upon, and I'll give you an invocation, a prayer to invoke that particular archangel. So stay with me, everybody. We're going to take a short break, about a minute. You ready, Tony?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Let's go.
If you enjoy the Michele Livingston Show and want to see her in person, check out her next live seminar.
So here we go. If you can work with me, close your eyes. We're going to take 8 deep breaths, and we're going to start.
Have you recently lost a loved one?
Who lost a husband recently? I have to take a deep breath with him. I feel it was fairly quick.
Could you be the next one to get a reading?
I think I'm with you, sweetie. There's a name like Bree. They're showing me cheese. That's the new one. They showed me Bree cheese and her daughter's name Bree. See how this works?
This seminar will provide an experience that will truly enhance your understanding of the other dimensions.
When we get over there, we train to help 1 or 2 people that are on the earth plane, and we train to be their guides or their helpers.
And confirm that you
There's a dad figure coming through here.
are never alone.
Did you enjoy it? Oh, thank you so much.
And we are back.
And we are back. Just did a wonderful seminar in Hershey, Chocolate, PA. Wonderful group of people. Mechanicsburg is fairly close by, and it literally is 1/3 full, and it's February, I think, 9th. So come join us. On the screen is my book, Visions from Mary, and because it is Christmas season, I just wanted to briefly talk about it. I'm not Catholic. You might think I am, but I'm not. I'm open to different religions and everything. But Blessed Mother appeared to me in the early 1990s, and I was meditating, and honestly, I opened my eyes. She was at the foot of my bed. At least I thought she was, because it was a form in white, the most beautiful, beautiful woman I've ever seen, and she had pale blue light around her. And she asked me to do this book, and the first thing she said to me is, I want you to paint 12 paintings. And the archangels will oversee the paintings. So they're represented in the back of the book. There are 12. There we go. And they are removable. People frame them. We're going to do a holiday special. The book's normally $23 because it's full color prints in the back. If you would like a book signed, it'll be $13 with shipping. That's included. So that's $10 off. Go to my website. If you're listening, you can get it on Amazon, but it won't be signed. But go to my website. It's www.michele.livingston.com. Click up books, order Visions from Mary. I'll be happy to sign it for you. It contains meditations, lessons, prayers, and I think we have some paintings to pull up quickly, don't we, Tony?
Sure do.
And I'll tell you which archangel oversees it. Okay, that's the Annunciation, and that's when Gabriel appeared to Mother Mary to announce the birth of Jesus. And the symbol is the lily, the white lily, and that's what you meditate upon, and that's a chapter. So that painting vibrates with Gabriel, and they were done in pastel chalk. They're huge, 30 by 40 inches, and the originals are in my office. And the next one is the Nativity, which is this month. And Raphael oversees that particular painting. And each archangel talks about these paintings in the book. And the next one is called the Baptism. And a lot of them are symbolic. There's a shell at the bottom, but if you really look closely, you'll see the sign of infinity down at the bottom. It looks like a figure 8 on its side. And that is Archangel Michael. So there are 12 paintings, 3 archangels oversee them. And remember, Visions from Mary. If you'd like it, fine. And I got one other good book for you, which is going out of print. So get it now. It's called The True Nature of Love. And again, it's $13 shipping. That's my gift to you, everybody. God bless you. So, Tony, do we have any calls? Or does anybody have a question about their archangel?
I was going to say, do we have calls? It's been full since we started, so I think they've been ready. So we do. So we're going to take, I think it's Mara from 717. Let's go ahead and I think she has a archangel question. Mara,
Hello?
I think you're...
Hello, Mara?
Yeah, go for it.
Hi.
Hi, Mara. Where are you calling
Hello?
from, honey?
New Cumberland, Pennsylvania.
Well, hello. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Fantastic. So tell me what you need, my dear, in your life. What do you need right now?
Okay. Well, I have a mixture of emotions. I'm in a new school program and it's about to be finals. So I just don't know if I'm doing the right thing, doing the wrong thing. Who do I call on to stay calm for finals? Know that I have my head on my shoulders.
What is your major, Mara?
I'm in ultrasound sonography.
Wonderful. Well, you know, that would include healing, which would be Archangel Raphael. But the Archangel of Illumination is Uriel. And that's the one that helps with tests, helps with clear thinking. Uriel, Uriel. His name means the light of God. But because of his illumination, sweetheart, it'll help you during your testing. I think you're on the right track, Mara. I think that you're a very sensitive person. And I think you're going to do great in that field. And I know that your guardian angel's very proud of you, sweetheart, for pursuing what you need to do. And I wish you the best of luck during graduation, Mara. That's wonderful. Wonderful.
Oh, thank you so much.
Now, if you're watching, I don't know if you are on my fan page, you can leave a comment, okay? And I'll go back sometime tomorrow and answer everyone's question. I'll tell them who their archangel is, who they vibrate. But I would say for you, darling, until you get into the hospital or clinic situation, which would be Raphael, I would call upon Uriel, the divine archangel of illumination, to help you. Remember, okay? Remember what to do on these tests. Remember the answers. How's that sound?
That sounds amazing. This was the push I needed.
Well, keep going, girl. And you have a wonderful holiday, Mara. God bless.
You too. God bless. Thank you.
Aw. So just like Mara, for example, what do you need? Do you need courage to march forward? Do you need joy in your life? Do you need to get rid of some of these addictions that have been clinging to you? Do you need some healing, emotional, or calm, or peace, or faith? Call in and let me know. And I want to, towards the end, give you a prayer to invoke your archangel. This would be good for Mara, everybody listening, or everybody watching. Any questions, Tony, or do we have any more calls?
Plenty of calls, and we have a 614, I believe it's Tyler, talking about archangels. So, Tyler, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hi, Tyler.
Your question.
Hi, Michelle. How are you?
Oh, I'm just doing fantastic. And where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Columbus, Ohio.
Nice to talk to you, sir. So what do you need in your life? What archangel? I mean, I'll give you the archangel's name, but what are you dealing with, Tyler?
I'm just trying to figure out life path and career. Kind of been in a crossroads and just feel stuck lately.
Okay, now I know Jophiel, Jophiel, is a feminine vibration. That's my archangel. But she helps with inspiration, and she helps with new ideas for projects. You're creative. I don't know if you know that, sir, but you're very creative. I don't know if you like music, but I know that you love people. I feel your heart. You call upon her, she'll bring you joy. She'll help to get you on the right path, because she's telling me that you get confused a lot, Tyler, as to what's right and what's wrong. Is that correct? And what to do and what not to do?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get confused. And sometimes you overthink yourself, Jophiel is telling me. Sometimes it's not obsessive compulsive thinking, but you jump ahead and you get yourself stressed. You know, it's okay to plan, but try not to jump ahead too much and get yourself wired up. You can call upon her. She's the golden yellow ray. And again, she will help you figure out your path or your course in life. And I'm going to say you're going to be doing something somewhat creative. I don't know if it's web design, internet design or something, but there's going to be something, an opportunity to come up for you, sir. And by August, is August a month for you with anyone in family? August.
Coming up.
Well, it could be someone's birth month or crossing month. Sometimes this happens, or sometimes there's an overlapping, Tyler. If there's nothing significant.
My uncle.
You had an uncle, born or passed?
Yeah.
August. Pardon?
He passed.
I think he's just coming through to say hi. They do this sometimes. I'll be on a subject, and it doesn't matter what it is, and they take an opportunity to jump in. Because you probably know I'm a medium. Your uncle's here, and he's wishing you well, Tyler. And he tells me that you've felt misunderstood for a while, but boy, do you love your family. And your uncle does salute you, sir. So that means that he's not only proud of you, he could have had a military connection, but he's glad you got through tonight from Ohio, because again, it's Jophiel, Phiel, Jophiel, and she'll help you along your path. Now remember, always go to God in prayer, the creator, but these archangels are here to assist us down here on this dense earth plane. Okay, Tyler, so I'm so glad that you called, sir. Happy holidays.
Thank you. Happy holidays to you.
And remember your uncle with the August connection is saying hello.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Honest to gosh, Tony, I never know what's going to happen on these shows.
Right?
I'm trying to keep on the subject. Okay.
So
let's see who else needs something here.
All right. I believe it's Catherine from 503. So curious about, where'd you go? About Archangel. So Catherine, you there?
I am here. Hi.
Well, hello, Miss Catherine. How are you?
I am absolutely fabulous. How are you?
Wonderful. And where are you calling from?
Portland, Oregon.
Portland, Oregon. And what archangel do you think you vibrate with? Do you have any idea?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
What are you dealing with, Catherine, right now in your life?
I'm looking for a brand new career path, something totally different than what I've been doing.
Okay. So you need, again, illumination. You need an archangel to come to you, to assist you. Another thing to do really is to write down the things that you love to do. And I tell people this, what you love is your soul purpose. So what are you doing now, Catherine?
Well, I'm actually looking to get into the health and wellness field. Mm-hmm. So that's what I love to do. I'm into a lot of physical activity. I do a lot of Ironman races. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's what I do, and
so you are you're physically fit. Archangel Raphael, the healer. If you're getting into any type of healing work or helping people with their diet or with nutrition or with fitness, Raphael would help you. He heals people and helps people. So Archangel Raphael is the male energy, and his color is the emerald green. And I would say to go for it. You might want to call on Archangel Michael for courage too, because you're taking a big step, Catherine. You're taking a big step from one profession into another. Mm-hmm. But I want to tell you something. I can tell your heart's in it. I can tell your heart's in it.
It is.
And remember, Raphael is the guardian of the green heart chakra, or the emotional plane. So he's the archangel to call upon to keep moving forward. And for courage, my dear, Michael, Archangel Michael.
Okay.
All right, Catherine?
Okay.
And I want to say to you, darling, have a wonderful holiday.
You too.
Thanks so much for taking the time to call.
Oh, thank you for chatting. Love you much.
I love you too. Bye-bye, honey.
Okay, bye.
Oh, she seems all kind of peppy tonight.
I like pep in the step. Well, it's funny, we have a lot of, I believe, men tonight. At least this is what it says. Patrick from 203.
Well, let's get Patrick on.
Oh, I love a lot of men calling in tonight. So
Can we get Patrick?
Go ahead,
Hello.
Patrick. Are you Patrick?
Yes.
Well, hello, Patrick. And where are you calling from, sir?
New Haven, Connecticut.
Connecticut. Well, welcome on here. It's so good to hear from you. I know our show is about archangels, but I have a mother figure through for you. And she's mentioning the month of December, which is this month. So I don't know if your mother's passed or she had a birthday in December or something. Did she?
December 24th.
Right before Christmas. Oh my gosh, she's with you. That's her birthday. She loved the month of December, your mother. And she's thanking you for being there for her, Patrick, at the end. You're such a good son. Your mother watches over you like an angel. And she's happy the program tonight's on archangels, believe it or not. I get a kick out of her. Now, if your dad if your dad is passed, he comes through and is saluting. And he says World War II. I mean, some people I just go with. I'm sorry, we're on not on archangels. But did your dad serve, honey, in the war, Patrick?
Yeah, World War II, Battle of the Bulge.
Yep. Well, he's through. And he says World War II, and he says, God bless America. They know that you feel alone sometimes, Patrick. And they just want to say that you're never alone. But I want to say that you like nature. That's what your parents are telling me. And you like to get out and go. So I don't know if you run or if you've ever been in a competition with, running. Do you ever run?
Oh, my God, yes, I'm a runner.
Well, there you go. They're telling me. So let me check and see which archangel. What are you dealing with, though? Just know your parents love you. Your parents are here for you, sir. But what are you dealing with right now that you would like to have an archangel assist you?
Yeah, I was calling about archangels, but first of all, it's icing on the cake that you just mentioned both of them. You were so spot on, so thank you with that.
Oh.
And I'm dealing with I've been dealing with Lyme disease the last 3 years, and I'm also have some little depression, anxiety, but the Lyme disease is a big thing.
I can imagine, because that your joints ache, and your body, and if you're a runner, that's really difficult for you. My heart goes out to you.
Yeah, and I'm trying to get back to work, but I've been doing Lyme disease full time before I get back to work.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's so many archangels here, but for you, it's an ailment that is draining you. It's making you tired. It's pulling you down. So the archangel of divine healing is Raphael, male energy. I would call upon him. I would ask him to assist you with your legs, your joints. And the other thing that would be very helpful for you, Patrick, is salt showers, where you would take Epsom salts and baking soda, mix them together in a paste, put it on from your neck down and shower it off, because the baking soda is alkaline and it pulls out gunk from the auric field. And the Epsom salts, they relax the joints and muscles. So you might even have, trouble sleeping at times, Patrick. So I do have to say that, honey. And okay, the month of May is mentioned here now. Here we go. May's Mother's Day. Then I have to take another call.
That's my birthday, May 2nd.
Whose birthday?
My birthday is May 2nd.
Well, happy birthday. Was anybody else born in the beginning of May, like May 1st, May 2nd?
Well, May 2nd is my birthday, and yeah, that's just my birthday is May 2nd.
Is there a Patty or Paul or Patty? Pat? Would that be?
Well, my uncle is Patrick too, but his birthday isn't in May.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to say they're acknowledging Patrick, your uncle, who's your namesake. And happy birthday in May, okay? And I want you to take
thank you again for, go ahead, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I want you to try the salt showers, Patrick, and please call upon Archangel Raphael, okay?
Thank you for bringing my parents through. That was so bonus, thank you.
Well, I don't do it. They do it, but I'm going to say bless you, sir. Thanks for taking the time to call tonight, Patrick.
Have a
Take
nice
care.
Christmas. Thank you.
Bye-bye, honey. Oh, do we have time for one more? Because I want to do my invocation. Can we pull up the invocation prayer, Tony?
Oh, yeah. You want to do that now? Or
Prayer to invoke an archangel to assist you. People watching, get your pen right now.
You just tell me when.
And write this down. This prayer invokes a specific archangel for whatever you need. So here we go. I surround myself with God's pure light of love. I call upon Archangel, and you fill the name in, with your ray of color to envelop me and assist me with, and you fill that in. Thank you for your presence and your help. Amen. So in other words, let's just say Patrick, his Lyme disease, and he's a runner, which came through from his parents. He would invoke Archangel Raphael to help him. And the color ray of emerald green he would fill in. So let me go over these very, very quickly again for those listening. You can listen to me or you can watch me on my website after the show. It'll be replayed on YouTube after the show. There's a lot of information here. Michael is the divine defender and warrior for us and protector, and his color's royal blue. Jophiel, female, golden yellow ray. She's inspiration, new projects, ideas, beauty, and creativity. Chamuel is male for love, getting along with other people. Gabriel, female vibration. She's the divine communicator and the messenger of truth. White is her color. And we have Raphael, emerald green, divine healer. Uriel, who will help with addictions that will burn out negative thinking and fear and replace it with unity in your life, calm in your life. Uriel. And his name means light of God. Zadkiel for forgiveness, and that's a big one. If you have trouble forgiving someone in your past who has abused or hurt you, you call upon Zadkiel. His color is beautiful shade of violet, and he'll free you from prejudice, from unforgiveness, and from intolerance. And Zadkiel also transmutes your fear and your anger into something that's positive. So there you go, everyone. And that's it in a nutshell. We try to get everything in. But if I have one more minute, and I hope I do before you catch your plane, Tony, I'd like to just say something in closing.
Yes,
May I?
Yes, go ahead, please.
We have about a minute to go. If you didn't get through on the phone lines, I'm so sorry. Write to me on my fan page or friend me and write to me. But I really did call upon Archangel Uriel to help me develop a prayer for this holiday season. And this is how I want to end the show. And this is what I got this afternoon. This is from Uriel. It's a holiday prayer for peace, because he brings peace. Dear Lord, please instill peace within us. Let our thoughts, intentions, motivations, and spirits remain calm this holiday season. Help us to have the faith to know that peace will remain in us and that peace will surround and enfold us like the wings of the mighty archangels. As a gentle waterfall, let peace flow through and wash away any doubt, fear, negativity, or anxiety. We are now in the arms of perfect peace, and our hearts are engulfed in its serenity. So thank you for your many blessings this holiday season. Thank you, Archangel Uriel, for helping me write this little closing prayer on peace for the holidays. And let there be peace on earth. How about it, Tony? I'm going to see everyone January 29th. It's a Wednesday. It'll be a New Year's podcast. I thank you for joining me. And remember, any past ones, 150 of them, you can look them up on YouTube or my website. So, Tony, happy birthday, my dear.
Thank you so much. And
have fun in Brazil in the rainforest with the pink dolphins.
I'll ask
God bless you, Tony. Good night, everyone. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
If you enjoy the Michele Livingston Show and want to see her in person, check out her next live seminar.
So here we go. If you can work with me, close your eyes. We're going to take 8 deep breaths, and we're going to start.
Have you recently lost a loved one?
Who lost a husband recently? She did. I had to take a deep breath with him. I feel it was fairly quick.
Could you be the next one to get a reading?
I think I'm with you, sweetie. There's a name like Bree. They're showing me cheese. That's what. That's the new one. They showed me Bree cheese and her daughter's name Bree. See how this works?
This seminar will provide an experience that will truly enhance your understanding of the other dimensions.
When we get over there, we train to help 1 or 2 people that are on the earth plane, and we train to be their guides or their helpers.
And confirm that you
There's a dad figure coming through here.
are never alone.
Did you enjoy it?